Well, here we are, everybody, returning to Ateez. That's right, we're still continuing down this deep dive. Didn't you know that? No. Now, today, though, we have a very good roll. We have a momentous roll. And today, we're starting off with In Your Fantasy. So, if you're new here, my name is Aaron. I try to help you to love the music that you already like. And I've been super happy with Ateez. This has been awesome. So, before we start, of course, one last thing. If you want to take control over and choose the next group that we're going to be doing, over on the community page, there is a poll about 3 spaces down. If you want to help choose who to do next, we're going to be featuring either WJSN or FT Island or VIX or Extraordinary Heroes. So, if you don't mind hopping over there for just a quick minute to let me know who you think should be for March, that would be great. Anyway, thank you all so much. We're going to start off with In Your Fantasy. Let's check it out. KQ Entertainment.
Yeah, I know what you into. Baby got a type. Yeah, I could be gentle, but that ain't what you like. Lips your body, it's in party, and it's hard as hell. Trust your body, I'm nobody, I don't kiss and tell. Release your inhibitions, there ain't no point in fighting. Don't need no good intentions, so why you try not find just scream and shout, yeah, and keep on dancing, let it out, yeah, I make you come and get it. Read between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works. Come take a seat in your fantasy, I'll set you free from your savagey. Come get it now. Happiness in my stare, ain't gonna take you there. Read between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works. Come take a bite like it's what you need. I put you in closer till it's hard to beat. Come get it now. Happiness in your stare, not gonna take you there. Read between lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Lost in a rush, I ain't in a rush, I get what I want. Here for the chase, want a piece, want a taste, yeah, I'm here for the case. So like the scandals, can you handle it? This heat, okay, you're managing it, sizzling and sinking in. I'm getting in your head.
Freak zone! Ice cold with no chaser. Let's cut it short like a razor. We're in a spot to get hella lost. Oh honey, I ain't your savior. Whoa! Give it to desire. I can make you feel so. Tell me what you like, yeah. Alright, put your buttons like a console. Read between lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Come take a seat in your fantasy, I'll set you free from your savagey.
Come get it.
Happiness in my stare, ain't gonna take you there.
Read between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Come take a bite like it's what you need. I want you in closer till it's hard to breathe.
Come get it now.
Happiness in your stare, not gonna take you there.
Read between lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, yeah. Break it down. Break it down.
Come take a seat in your fantasy, I'll set you free from your savagey.
Come get it now.
Happiness in my stare, ain't gonna take you there.
Read between lines like a Lucifer, devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Wanna take you sky high, walking down the fine line. No one Mr. Nice Guy, think you know what I'm like.
Girl, now you're not so sure. They're my favorite part with the Lucifer.
That's how, okay. That is how it ends. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, okay. This is part of Golden Hour. 3. And I remember when this came out, and I remember listening to this song because that's the only album of theirs that I actually listened to. And I was not expecting the music video to be like this. But, even back then, my very first thought was, this feels kind of Justin Timberlake coded, right? It kind of feels a little bit something like that. And that's not a bad thing, by the way.
And keep on dancing, let it out. Yeah, I make you come and get it. Read between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in the skies, when how this
Might be a little bit smoother than the usual JT stuff, if I'm being honest. Like, I know that he's considered kind of smooth, but he's also, I don't know. I think Ateez just has a little bit of that smoothness when they want to crank up the smoothness they really can. And that's one thing that really stood out to me here, is the fact that, yeah, you have kind of a riskier song. And to me, personally, I actually first thought, yeah, that feels a little bit like Justin Timberlake. It really does. It's an interesting situation with this song for sure. I especially kind of thought that it felt a little bit different from the rest of the album, at least in my opinion. And I think that it did really well. But at the same time too, this is one of those songs where clearly not made for Aaron. It's one of those songs that I'm just like, okay, I can see why some people might enjoy this. I don't think it's a bad song. This is just one of those songs where it's just not really super connective to me as a musician or a guy. Well, in some aspects anyway, right? But okay, this is one of those songs where I find it a little bit interesting because I feel like that this song is reminiscent of a lot of Justin Timberlake, and that's not a bad thing at all. I think the interesting thing about this particular song is just the fact that I feel like that this is definitely not written particularly for someone like me. I feel like that this is definitely a little bit more on the risky side of things. I'm trying to remember. It was a little while ago. Was it In Hypen that had a song kind of like this? A little bit more on the risque side. But I've heard some rumblings that when it comes to like K-pop concerts, that Ateez might not be the one that you bring kids to. And I think this is probably kind of a piece of evidence for that. But the truth of the matter is, though, is like I kind of think the song still like really works, and I kind of like the fact that it's the way that it's structured and how it's handled. I think that there's actually like a lot of cool little details, but I think this is definitely written for a different audience than me, if you catch my drift.
Trust your body, I'm nobody, I don't kiss.
It is very vibey. It is very vibey.
Release your inhibitions, there ain't no point in fighting. Don't need no good intentions, for what you try, not find just scream and shout, yeah.
You get a little bit of everything. You get those vocals, you get the stops and goes, you get that rap section, the aggressiveness, the softness, the smoothness. It's becoming kind of a bit of an identity that I'm starting to associate with Ateez, there's like a kind of a little bit of everything, and done in kind of just a well-structured manner.
Keep on dancing, let it out, yeah, I make you come and get it. Read between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in the skies, when how this works. Girl, take a seat in your fantasy.
I seriously think that this is just something that really does remind me of that kind of like era of Justin Timberlake, though. I love the color scheme throughout, a very mysterious and a little bit like almost smoky, and obviously red being a very prominent theme, and then bringing up like Lucifer and Letting Go. There's definitely a sense of trying to make it a little bit dangerous, in kind of a trope kind of way. This would be a forbidden romance kind of vibe.
Set you free from your savagery. Come get my happiness in my stare. Ain't gonna take it there.
And I love that little piece right there because the fact is that there is just a very nice jump here that's so controlled and it's so well done.
Happiness in my stare, ain't gonna take you there. Live it in the lies, we can lose it for devil in disguise, we know how this works. Come take a bite, like it's what you need. I put you in closer till it's hard to beat. Come get it now.
Using that high-pitched voice to really kind of drive that home as well. Very interesting as well. It's one of those scenes where it's definitely the fact that they use the high register to get the song across for the most part is definitely intentional. And, it's one of those scenes where the psychology behind it actually kind of sneaks by a little bit with that. So, anyway, pretty interesting song. Let's move on. We'll see what else we got here. Next, we are moving on to Answer, and we've been having good luck with these lives, especially from breaking the wall. So we're going to continue testing our luck. Okay. Okay, this right here. This is Mingi. Blonde one here is Mingi, right? I'm fairly certain. I needed to clarify that from the last video because I think this is from the same concert. But this is Mingi. Okay. Yo, this is cool. His intense stare. Oh. I really like this. Oh. He's quite the belter. Jesus. Oh my. Okay. This song has a lot of flavor to it, honestly. I just don't think I'll ever get over this just death stare that we always get. It'd be very apt if it was like, like metal band. It would translate over so well having that death stare. And he's like unblinking too. He's just like, oh, that's so good. The interesting thing is that there is just a little bit of flavor. Like I was saying. I love that. There's almost like a Latin influence right there in this song. I really appreciate that because it's so subtle and it just kind of lays down this nice vocal. Another thing that I think is actually a little bit interesting about this song is that it's a little bit more intense than the last song that we did. But I think the interesting thing is about this is that there's still a little bit more of like a calm feeling to it. It instead of it being like this super high intense like hype just banger of just like an anthem song, it's more like a subdued, smooth, but still giving you like that kind of raw intensity. The energy's dialed back a little bit and just projecting this really masculine feel. Okay, I don't say this very often, and usually I do. Obviously, it's generally with the girls, but Ateez's face cards are insane. Oh my goodness. It's that signature. You get the intense, you get the power, you get the soft, you get the, the whole thing. And it's kind of interesting how they're able to weave it into literally every single song, because like it shouldn't work on a song like the last song, the song that we started out with. It shouldn't work in a song like this. It shouldn't work in a song like Halazia. It shouldn't work in a song like Hala Hala. But they are able to get every single like corner, and just the writing is so precise and it's so thought out. I can't say enough good things about the writing for this group. Oh. I love the bridge and I love the chorus. This just goes to show me again why bridges should have never left. And the rap line works really well with this too. Like, how is that supposed to work? And, I think that they actually, again, they have a very talented rap line. I think it's actually been one of the bigger surprises for me personally. I've heard a few of their songs, and there's no secret to that. But I think when it comes to like where it should and shouldn't be working, it doesn't matter because it's just been working. Like it's solid. It's solid because I feel like a lot of times when you listen to a group, usually it's like one thing is better than the other. Like usually, the vocals are better than the rap, or the rap is better than the vocals, or maybe dance is like the big forte. And with Ateez, it's like they're so well rounded. Whoever is scouting for KQ Entertainment, take a bow, because that is an actual insanity here. And to end it all off on, we have Inception. Like I said, I'm assuming somebody made a comment about this, like, oh, it's so weird to see how it was, because that's not how it would align in the concert. There's something called the Machete Order, and look, I think that's the reason why I didn't get blocked, is because we mix it all up so the algorithm couldn't tell. So we're going to keep testing our luck. Whoa. Oh. Ah.
I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. 찰나의 순간 그 눈 맞춤 모든 감각이 멈춘 순간 내 안에 퍼진 작은 떨림 처음 느껴보는 내가 든 듯한 기분이 날 삼켜와 꿈에서도 본 적 없는 꿈을 꾸는 기분이야 꿈이라고 단정 짓긴 깨워진 느낌이라 그런 내고 그래 내 그림자서 끝까지 선명한데 널 다시 마주할 날만 저들은 돌아갈 수 없을 것 같아 널 모르던 나널 마주친 너는 걷잡을 수 없이 너 갈망하게 되는 넌 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼듯이
Beautiful mix.
길을 잃어가 다시 깨지 못해 너란 꿈에 살아 Everyday 나랑 같이 I'm dreaming a dream every night I'm in love I'm dreaming a dream every night Hey! 내가 남기는 적을 찾아 너란 꿈을 방황하는 나 Nobody said word
그 어떤 것도 너를 취할 수 없어 man 불꽃은 밤을 점을 사라져 난 pain 향기가 떨어지는 나널 찾아 헤매는 나 구해줘 say word Nobody say word
전일로 돌아갈 순 없을 것 같아 널 모르던 나널 마주친 후에 난 걷잡을 수 없이 더 갈망하게 되는 걸 난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 날 찾아서 헤매다 길을 잃어가 다시 깨지 못해 너란 꿈에 살아 Everyday 나랑 같이 I'm dreaming a dream every night I'm in love I'm dreaming a dream every night 이 흔적은 향기로 남아 미친 사람처럼 너를 찾아 헤매다 잠이 깨면 다시 또 제자리인걸 Where you at 너는 어디에 Where you go 남겨둔 채로 Coming tonight 매일 밤 너를 찾아 헤매는 널 잊을 수가 없는 걸 난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 날 찾아서 헤매다 길을 잃어가 다시 깨지 못해 너란 꿈에 살아 Everyday 나랑 같이 I'm dreaming of every night
That's cool. A song that definitely focuses more on the ethereal vocals than usual. It's kind of interesting. So my first thought is, as we were listening to this music, my first thought was how interesting it is to see the different side of Ateez. Now, yesterday and even the day before, it's been very much like the intensity stuff. It's just boom, boom, boom. All the hard-hitting, just incredible and aggressive songs. And this time, there's a little bit here and there in some of the songs, but it's definitely a little bit more toned down. It's a little bit more brought, a little bit more to the forefront of just like maybe a little bit more of an emotional stake, a little bit more of a mature take. And I always say, like, if somebody ever tells me, if, like, you listen to a group and you're like, oh, this group is the best all-around group, they do everything well, I need evidence. I need evidence of that. I really do. Because that's a lofty claim. Because not everybody can do everything well. That's my personal opinion. I feel like that's safe to say, right? Like, it's fair to say that there are some groups where there is something that stands out more than something else. I don't know if I can say that about Ateez, because like the choreography is awesome, the vocals are awesome, the rap line is awesome. It's just, I love being able to see them tackle another side. There's something about that where as you're sitting here and you're listening to them, you think to yourself, wow, that was actually a very mature take. And like that's why, even though I would say that like In Your Fantasy might not be like the song that I would always choose. However, being able to see them handle something like that a little bit more on the mature side, a little bit more on the smoother side, a little bit more on the calm side, that kind of feeling that it brings. And then you see like what we got with the last song as well. And it's just one of those things that like, oh, now they're adding a little bit more flavor. They're adding a little bit more depth to the song itself and just kind of like the overall vibe. Then we get this song, and it's interesting because this focuses a little bit more on the emotional side of the vocals. Because to me, like you hear me, I'll call them like ethereal or mermaid vocals. And usually, the very first song that I think about, again probably because it's my favorite, Halazia, Sungwa. He hits those runs. And I'm sure you already know what I'm referring to when I talk about like mermaid or ethereal vocals, but I wanted to point this out specifically. And of course, yes, I am using Halazia to point it out. And I believe it's Sungwa. That's what I'm remembering. But anyway, this is the clear vocal that I was talking about. Like this is what that song was using to an extreme effect. That right there to me is actually something that I feel like is generally I consider it to be probably the most underrated use ever in like vocal runs. And the fact that like this whole song is like running it constantly is a major sticking out to me. I love that part, but however, not exactly what I'm looking for. This kind of stuff. The dance break is so sick. But I just love that particular theme because it just immediately evokes a different vibe. And now that I kind of probably took way too long to explain that, I just love that. And this whole song really kind of baits that out a lot. It's so vibey, and they let the song breathe as well. That's also another really big thing for me. And I love that this particular live is like really good. I mean, you get the full scope, right? there's just, you can hear everybody so perfectly clear, and you can hear the high notes, you can hear the rap, you can see everything. This is just awesome, honestly. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this, and we'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you. Goodbye.